This vacuum is a tried with this fast food menu items in the world by sick. Like, so the link to the video will be the description below. Go in segment. So let's into this vacuum in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Simplistic. Welcome back to another video. In life, it's always great to step out of your comfort zone and experience new things, especially with food. I've always been the type of person to try anything at least once. And lately, I've been getting extremely tired of eating the same meals all the time. It's getting repetitive. So with that being said, today I'll only be eating the weirdest menu items from every restaurant in my city. This isn't only an ultimate challenge for my brain, but also for my stomach. So please, wish me luck. Luckily for me, where I live, it's a massive mixture of cultures from around the world. Remember, this is a judgment-free zone. I'm not here to criticize what people eat on a daily basis, but regardless, to begin the journey, we arrived at an iconic staple of a coffee shop called Tierra Mia with an accent. For my breakfast, I'm craving an energy boost, some sort of caffeine. Things are about to get interesting. Hey, if we were rating the aesthetic of this place, the vibes are immaculate, especially with the plants and outside seating. Overall, it's beautiful. They obviously serve a wide variety of drinks, but there's something special that customers usually come for: a rice and beans frappuccino. I'm not too sure if it's actually gonna taste like that. Does it actually taste like that?
So it's gonna be like horchata, coffee beans, and chocolate.
Oh, okay, we're chilling. But I guess that's the real test. What's crazy is I've actually heard a ton about this online. It's viral, highly anticipated. We're letting the baristas cook. Super hyped. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, the fit is going stupid. Custom Nike Dunks that look exactly like a Kodak camera. Pants that look like my grandma sewed it last night. And a Hellstar t-shirt. Rate it down below. At the moment, I'm looking at the display full of pastries. They look delicious. What's even more dope is this proudly represents the Hispanic Mexican culture that's huge around these neighborhoods, even down to the designs. It was founded by immigrants, and it's always amazing to see people's companies thrive, you know? But anyway, top to bottom, we got whipped cream, cinnamon powder. It seems to be a great blend. There's even specks in the middle. But anyway, enough yapping. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Damn! As much as I thought it was going to taste like an actual food, I'm really happy it didn't. That is insane. As I'm sipping it, I'm getting tiny crunches of the roasted beans. It's strong, but not too overpowering. It's giving hot chocolate, but with coffee. Truthfully, I would recommend this to everybody. If you're ever nearby, give it a try. It's phenomenal. 5 stars. Okay, moving forward, we're getting something that we can actually eat. We're at Calic Bagel. Apparently, from what I've heard, they're superior to their competition and it's out of this world. We'll have to see for myself. With the way they're advertising their products, it is super appetizing. Personally, I never knew it existed, but this is the rip and dip style. So the theme is green, which is a plus because it is a top favorite color of mine, but dude, this is such a blessing. Oh my God. I got the garlic version and they basically cut it into sections and completely stuffed it with cheese and various herbs and spices. It's extremely fluffy and soft. Dude, I'm literally in shock. I really don't know how I'm gonna ever go back to a regular bagel. I can't. I will be a returning customer. Supposedly, men are getting into matcha, which I have on the side, and I want everybody to realize I've been on this wave forever. Check my history. All of a sudden, because it's trending, everyone wants to say that they're a fan, but I've been a long-time supporter. Relax, have a matcha. To be honest, I'm scared, terrified, afraid for what's about to come. We arrived at Little Jewel of New Orleans, which is a deli infamous for selling exotic meats such as reptilians and amphibians, more specifically, alligator. Listen, they originated in the East Coast and made their way to the West, but I've actually encountered these reptilians before in a recent video of mine where I went to the Everglades in Florida. I came face to face with the monsters themselves, but now I'm getting my revenge. They're blasting music, the jams are flowing, but watch out for snakes. Random enough, I just can't escape the myth, legend, man himself, Guy Fieri. That's how you know it's valid. He's visited before, as you can see by the signature and autograph. I love how the interior brings me back decades in the past to a different era. It's pretty retro, even with the refrigerators. But attached to the side is an actual market. Whoa. It's a southern pantry. On the shelves, they're selling various ingredients. Crawfish, shrimp, and crab boil. Creole mustard. There's a hot sauce aisle. Slap ya mama. I advise to not do that at home. You'll probably get grounded. Red Devil. I'm not messing with that energy. Obviously, one of my biggest passions is to travel, but environments like this really makes me feel like I teleported into somewhere else on the planet without having to go on a plane. So I had a quick question.
Sure.
Where did the inspiration for this restaurant come about?
I had my uncles were kind of like biker types.
Okay.
I used to come to Los Angeles since the 80s.
Yeah.
To go visit them. They were out at like Venice Beach, Santa Monica.
Okay.
And it gets real hot in the summer. And in those days, we could drive across country relatively cheaply. It'd be like 4 of us and we'd get together. And I wanted to be, at that time, probably in the industry of production. Not necessarily acting or anything, but I had an art background. When I came out here finally, was kind of doing stuff like that. I was out here doing that for a bit, then the storm hit, Katrina hit. A lot of the city wasn't the same. And in my mind, coming from the background of cooking, which I did, learned from my grandmother, working in a lot of restaurants, kind of a lot of people just do that there. So when I left that, really didn't think I was going to do it again, but going back, seeing it wreck like that, it was messing with me. And then kind of just pulled me back in. I always told myself, if I found a place that was appropriate, that maybe I'd give it a shot. The thing is, we smoke a lot of foods in the South. And in LA, it's kind of hard to find a place to do that. Because not only do they want to phase it out for obvious environmental reasons, but also it's just,
it's unheard of.
Kitchens are small.
Yeah.
Kitchens are small in LA. But not in Chinese kitchens, because it's dim sum, right? If you take out the line, like the wok line, it's not very different from a southern kitchen.
Not at all.
They fry everything, they smoke ducks, they do that.
Same but different, yeah.
So when I got there, it was like something I could do. I found this place, and my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife.
Congrats.
Yeah, we gave it a shot, and there you go. So now at this place, we're rocking a little over 11 years. And then the bar that I just opened, the Swamp Room, for like 3 or 4 years.
All I have to say, one, I really dig your style, your fashion fire. And on top of that, congrats on all the success. And I just kind of wanted to enjoy this. So what kind of sauce is this?
So this is remoulade sauce. It's a mayonnaise-based sauce, but there's like 14 herbs and hot sauce, other sauces that we put in that is blended together. To me, that's the king of sauces. You can try yourself.
First time ever before on camera. This is an honor. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
That is scrumptious. It's obviously a lot rubbery, or a lot more rubbery than I'm used to, but it actually goes with it. It complements the crust and everything.
It's an amphibian.
Yeah, it is.
If you want to really taste something rubbery, don't do what we did with that before. See, that's soaked in buttermilk for a week. Buttermilk has an acid in it. It softens it up, tenderizes it. So anytime that you get this stuff here, that's soaked in buttermilk and a marinade for at least 3 or 4 days. Anyway, enjoy the hell out of it.
Thank you.
Very nice to meet you.
Such a splendid fellow. A fine gentleman, if you will. There's still some veins, but overall, delicious. Although it might be unusual for some, I fully understand why it keeps people coming back for more. I've let it sit inside my body for around half an hour. I was a bit anxious on how it would digest. This is such a traditional cuisine, but we officially survived the swamp. Moving forward, we arrived at Canyon, where they offer a fresh fig toast. Definitely have never heard of that before, but it's a fresh fruit from Asia. I love how this shop is located on the corner. It's giving New York. I like how the seating is kind of like a bar, but the aroma and scent is beautiful. If I could have a candle of this place, I would. They even sell their own branded merchandise, such as mugs, cups, and clothing. Oh, thank you. So the figs are inserted in the middle and it's topped off with strawberries and hazelnut butter. Very solid. It's visually appealing and delicious, but let's continue being weird. We made a stop at the Grove, which is a bougie mall. Unfortunately, not the shop. I'm not trying to drain my bank account, go broke. It's packed as per usual, but we're heading in route to the farmer's market, which is basically their food court. I wish I would have taken the train, but it's currently not in service. So sadly, we're gonna have to walk it. It's like entering a new park at Disneyland. I don't think I need the cutout to know that I'm a clown. What the heck? My boy Bob. It's basically a bunch of stands grouped together. Many options to choose from. There's a candy store selling a chocolate football. And the power couple Travis and Taylor. That's hilarious. Most of these spots have been around forever, even over 100 years. Generational. Ooh, fresh peanut butter? That's nuts.
Well, this one's the creamy.
Oh, okay.
So, give me some of that.
Oh, that's so good. I might have to buy one of these for my house. Either you hate them or love them. I'm a fan. We're at Kaylin's Pickles. Happiness in every crunch. Damn, they're giant. There's boats, chips, and of course, the sandwich. We got a little assortment, a pickle mukbang. This has peanut butter, Nutella, and pretzels in a pickle boat. There's a lot going on. It just smacked me in the face. If I didn't come here, I would have never thought of this combination ever. I would usually have this for lunch with bread, but it's a nice change of pace. 5 stars, without a doubt. And our grand finale are chips, which is essentially Taki chips and nacho cheese. Who knew there could be so many variations of pickles? What I will say is the quality is fresh. The consistency is soft and not hard. It's ridiculous how good these are. I would 100% be a returning customer. It's a keeper. Next is close by. We have to walk past the OVO pop-up shop. Which side are you on, Kendrick or Drake? We arrived at Chill since 93. I wish it was 99 because that's when I was born. Goated year. But they have ice cream with olive oil and sea salt. The attention to detail on their bakery section, wow. They specialize in Italian cuisines and they were actually one of the top rated. Most of the ingredients are imported. I would get their pizza, but that's considered normal. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm curious how well it's gonna mesh together. From my POV, it's gonna hit, and a majority of humans are behind this movement. It's giving hints of a pizza and also a frozen treat. This is something I could picture a classy family having after their meal. Very foreign. After a few bites, the plus is the olive oil, the minus is the salt. That's a bit too extra, but I'd give it a pass. Next, we arrived at Slater 50/50s. Their menu has some of the wildest and most creative options, and the name comes from them having their meat be 50% ground bacon and 50% ground beef. Overall, all around, this is the perfect destination if you're into sports. And I just noticed the art behind me. Everything has a burger with a face on it. As I'm viewing the menu, there's a combo that I specifically came for. The first invention that you never thought would exist is their peanut butter and jealousy burger. It's literally in the name. It is a burger with peanut butter, jelly, and bacon. It could get dangerous. It has a knife stuck in the center. Bro, hey, but I'm worthy, like King Arthur. Ugh. Anyway, let's cut it down the middle and see what's inside. Unpopular opinion, I'm not a huge jelly guy, but I'll make an exception. The real question, is it a hit or a miss? I'm in favor of foods not being sweet. I think PB&J should stay a snack. Okay, continuing on. Y'all probably thought my pockets were going empty, and they are, but I'm not completely broke. We have a 24 karat gold burger. It's super appealing. Let's devour it. Sheesh, the fluffiness of the bun. We're living lavish. Falling apart. Like my life. Regardless of how the appearance is, it genuinely tastes insane. And it being visually appealing is just a plus. It has caramelized onion, lettuce, meat, cheese, mayo, mustard. Although it didn't make me 10 times richer, that's valid. And lastly, for our dessert is any camper's dream, s'mores with some vanilla ice cream. The consistency and texture is fantastic. Whenever I come across a s'more, it reminds me of the Sandlot movie.
Hey, you want a s'more? S'more what?
Such an iconic film. That just makes me want to sleep in a tent. I'm a happy camper. All right, we arrived at Fatima's Grill. They serve plates that reminds me of what you would kind of get at a fair or a carnival. They're known for serving all of their plates with different types of chips, such as hot Cheetos. I'm expecting it to be crunchy, and anything involving snacks, I'm in. The price was outrageous.
Wow. And drop a like if you want to see more simplistic reactions. Drop a like.
Nearly mind-blowing. The total came out to like 90 bucks for just a few items, but regardless, hopefully the taste makes up for it. We ended up getting everything with hot Cheetos involved, so that's pretty cool. Which, funny enough, it was served in a Papa John's box, and it's actually right next door. Extra crispy, a few burn marks on the top. It came with 8 slices. It is stuffed and extra thick. Got some hot Cheetos peeking out the side, and mac and cheese as well, along with the quesadilla. Holy, that is so good. The chips inside are soggy, but it complements it pretty well. This is honestly heaven sent. We of course have to dip it in our consomme, which is a broth. That's wonderful. 5 stars. In the box though is a giant hot Cheetos slider as big as my head, and trust me, I have a huge melon. This will have me ending up in the restroom, I fear. There's around 3 patties. It's a hefty fella. That is diabolical. If I had late night munchies, this would be my cheat meal. Even though I know the aftermath isn't gonna be pleasant, that is scrumptious. Okay, quick update. The grease has me tired, but the sleep after this video is going to be insane. All right, continuing on, we're at the iconic Guelaguetza. We're about to try chapulines, which is Spanish for grasshopper. The chefs throw them in a pan to be fried and roasted as a snack. It's wild that they were once jumping on the ground, and it's not a part of my normal routine to put bugs in my stomach, but at this point, who cares? I'm guessing they either have dance or musical performances because I'm sitting right next to a stage. I was walking around and the inside is gorgeous. I was given the classic chips and salsa and it looks so authentic. All right, the critters have been delivered. The antlers, arms, and legs are still attached, but they were placed in a tostada bowl. Let's grab our lime that has limbs on top of it. What? This isn't for the weak.
I don't believe you guys.
You have to have the mindset to not think about it. I got a sparkling lemonade to wash it down. I approve. We're now switching it up by going to a truck in the entertainment capital, Hollywood. Soon enough, I'll have my own star. I don't know how well your social media knowledge is, but if you didn't know, this is where a majority of influencers would live at 1600 Vine. What's even funnier is because that was in the Vine era, so Logan Paul, Jake, Amanda Cerny, Lele Pons, everyone on that app lived in these apartments. Shout out my guy Luna. He was a commentator that would pretty much play video games and talk over them while telling stories. And he was here for a while and I would always come and visit, pretty much couch surfing at that time. He helped connect me with people that I looked up to, so it almost brings a tear to my eye. We're about to try a UFO burger from Les Mes. They have machinery that closes the burger to pretty much make it like an empanada. It's hard to explain, but better to be shown. Alien fries, better than In-N-Out. You heard it. Here's the burger. Never been done before until this second. Never seen anything like that. The crust on the outer side has a crunch to it. Phenomenal. I don't think I can ever go back to the regular version. That's it, Chief. Thank you to the staff. I was given a whole new experience. 100% I would recommend to try. Listen, I will never promote or condone bad behaviors such as smoking, but I'll make an exception because we arrived at Creamistry, which is an ice cream parlor, by using liquid nitrogen to keep things frozen. My heart is desiring the gansito. There's so many options to choose from, but they all look so good. Absolutely spectacular. This is the element because, you know, the flavor. There's an unpopular opinion that everyone always says, it tastes like you're brushing your teeth. Please shut up. This reminds me of a Girl Scout cookie and it's phenomenal. Okay, please excuse my pronunciation, but we're at Gwangjang in Koreatown. They have a special dish called sanakji, which is live octopus. So this is a delicacy in certain parts of the globe, but let's dive straight into the ocean. As you can tell, it is still squirming around, but we have to stay open-minded. It's like one long string. It's squishy and you can actually taste every single part of the suction cups, but it's actually pretty good. My biggest rule is to always aim to get out of your comfort zone. You really never know until you know. Sadly, the next restaurant was way too packed and filled with people, so I had to get an order to go. But this is from a place called Bestia, and it's a pasta made out of squid ink. There's bits and pieces of lobster on top, along with a strange smelling sauce. Finished off with some spinach. Nah, that's crazy. Hopefully it's delicious. Okay, wait, let them cook. I was expecting it to be a bit fishy, but that's actually a perfect balance. It would be almost impossible for me to explain exactly how that tastes, but that was better than expected. To end this off with a bang, we have a maple bar with a piece of bacon, and then a regular chocolate donut that has chips on it. Bruh. That crunch though. What's diabolical is that's fire. Never in my life would I ever have thought of this creation. Last but not least, completely garbage. Stay away. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe down below to get me to 2 million. Comment what the weirdest thing you saw. My stomach hurts. I need to go to the restroom, and then I'm knocking out. I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. Good night, everyone. Peace. I don't know what to say anymore.
Wow. That was a tried re-release fast food menu items in the world by Simulasic. Some of them were the re-release fast food menu items. Literally. Wow. So the link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like. And comment below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new. And click the bell so you can be notified when I upload. You know what? Bye. Wow.